Yo, what is up, everyone? Back here with another video. Today we're gonna be doing XTL. Actually, we're in top 8, so we're playing versus Adi. Adi is obviously a very good player. We actually played versus him in the normal season. We beat him. His team's very strong. I mean, he's just very good at prep. So I'm kind of excited to get the rematch versus him. We ended up not ending up getting to upload the video. I think I was just like super busy. But yeah, I'll actually show you guys what I'm using. We're going to be using, similar to what we brought versus him. I brought Calm Mind Klefki with, like, it's a Dynamax last time around. I think he's going to probably be ready for that one this time. So I'm going to bring Amoonguss this time. Amoonguss is really good in general. I get the option of going for, obviously, Spores. Yachi Berry is for the Mamoswine. Incineroar, similar thing. The reason why we're running Shuka Berry is for the Mamo. The Hydreigon is actually going to, be the same set that we ran last time. It actually perfectly outspeeds Mamoswine, so that's the main purpose. Lele Scarf, just meant to do damage. It has a little bit of bulk, but not even a little bit of bulk, like it's negligible. Gigalith, we're bringing the same set, and Sandslash, we're gonna bring the same set. I'm kind of forced into bringing the same thing versus Adi, mostly because I have to deal with his Tapu Bulu, right? So that's like super, super annoying. So I have to make sure like I'm ready to deal with that. But yeah, we're gonna go search. I actually told Adi we were about to search, and I forgot to search while we were talking. So hold on, let me do this. But yeah, no, we're getting into playoffs, you know. So this is like, if we lose, we're out. If we win, you know, we're playing next week. So either way, I'm kind of content with the turnout. I mean, I'm happy with how XTL went. I think it was a bit weird because Series 9 kind of tapered off, you know, especially with Series 10 everything. But overall, it was really fun. I think it was a really competitive league, and like seeing players like Adi who are really passionate, like prepping, is like really cool. So I'm just excited to play Adi, honestly, this week. It's gonna be a good match, and like if I beat him, I'm confident I can win the whole thing. So it should be really good. And Adi, honestly, is someone who I have a lot of respect for, his prep and everything. So it's really cool to see. Yeah, so I'm bringing a very standard composition for him, so I'm sure he's more or less ready for the composition, the items and stuff. Also, he might be a little prepared for, because he did, you know, it's kind of the similar, what I brought last time. But I think this is going to be 100% based on play. I am coming and saying I am going to outplay, and that is how I win this game, and his is probably going to be a little more prep-oriented, right? But yeah. Adi does very well with prep. So I had mentioned this in the last video that like he really adjusts well. So it's good to see the Snorlax, and it's good to see the Urshifu, because those are two things I called him actually bringing this week. The Togekiss too, I think, is actually really interesting here, because Togekiss should be really strong for him as well. So what I think we want to do here, we are Yachi Berry on the Amoonguss, which means we can sit in front of pretty much anything. I'm not sure if he's going to lead Thundurus again, because last time he did that, like, it wasn't so hot. I think we do lead the Sandslash, and we do have the Gigalith in the back, right? Because we do want the Sand mode here. Now, the real debate is whether or not we have the Incineroar, right? Because if we bring the Incineroar, we don't have Lele to remove Bulu's terrain, but we have a way to deal with Tapu Bulu. Also, we have Shuka Berry, which lets us sit in front of Mamo. And we get the low kick for the Lax, right? Which is really nice. I don't think Hydreigon is actually the bring here at all, because there's Urshifu, Mamoswine, a ton of Muns that can really counter it. So I don't think it's something we actually want to bring, at least this first game. Lele, yeah, it's pretty much between Lele or, what's it called? It's between Lele or Incin. I think, honestly, Lele is good into majority of these mons. It's like really even, honestly, on like which one you bring. Arguably Scarf Lele might be a little more useful late game, so I'm gonna do Incin. I just have a feeling Incin might be better here to give me some pivoting options, so we'll see. Sandslash puts on a lot of pressure versus Thundurus, right? So that's fine. The problem with this team is like, you have to commit max to one mon, right? So like you kind of have to pick and choose. The reason why I brought Incin is because max Tapu Bulu can actually be a little threatening, so I wanted to have something for it. Okay, Voltos. So he's leading what's it called? Mamoswine Thundurus, right? He's probably gonna be maxing, to be honest. I can go into Gigalith and I can Steel Spike. I think going in the Gigalith and Steel Spiking, honestly, is always the play here, because there could be a likely Airstream coming out, and then I can just Steel Spike and block this, right? What's the back on the team? Or not that. Do you have anything that's... I mean, he could go in the Ursh, but, like, realistically, like, that's just free chip. So I wouldn't be too pressed if that happened. I don't mind that, honestly. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm gonna just make that play. It's, like, pretty safe. There's very little risk involved with it. Also, too, it means that I'm gonna guaranteed not drop to Mamo, and I'm gonna be getting down damage early, right? Which is the main intention. And Amoongus is the last one to swap, so that means that I was, what's it called, correct, that he was gonna stay in with it. Even if there's, like, I think even if there is an Ursh in the back, like, as long as we preserve Amoongus properly, we should be okay. Okay, I'm the first one to max, obviously, because I have the speed control to do so. We're also, like, Adamant really invested Sand Slash, so we're going to be doing a bunch of damage, right? Okay. Is he maxing Mamo or is he maxing Thunders? I feel like you max Thunders here, right? Just makes sense, like... He could Knuckle and Icicle Crash, right? He's gonna be maxing Thunders. It's literally just about stopping the Thunders onslaught. As long as we can deal with that, we win the game, I think. Alright, so if an Airstream comes out, that'd be really good. Protect Mamo might be coming out as well. He actually doesn't protect Mamo. If there's no Sash, then we just kill it outright. If there is a Sash, then it lives. Okay, so it's Sash. Like, he could double into the Amoongus slot and do like Airstream and Icicle Crash. Or he could go for like high horsepower Icicle Crash or high horsepower Airstream. We'll have to see. Max Airstream. Okay, so he did Airstream. That went into the Gigalith, so that's good. We get to eat up the Airstream. That's not actually that concerning. I feel like that's like probably the better play we could have seen coming from that. So, okay. It's okay. High horsepower. Okay, so he is doubling the slot. He's keeping the slot pinned, which is smart. You always double the slot here. Make sure it's pinned so it doesn't, what's it called? Get in for free. So honestly here we have two options. We can protect Gigalith or we can go a little bit more aggressive. Personally, honestly, I would probably just Rockfall into Thunders. I want to be sure it's gone, and then I have Amoongus in the back with a Yachi Berry anyways, right? So that means I can just enable my Sand Slash. I always click Rock Slide here because I want to be sure that I'm getting off more than enough damage. I think I just Rockfall here. Because if I remove the Thunderous, I could actually just win the game outright, right? Like, Life Orb, Rockfall from, like, Sand Slash could be doing damage. Like, Life Orb boosted damage a lot. Rock Slide 2, if he doesn't call that I'm going to just protect, like, he can just whiff his turn. I more so expect to double into the Sand Slash slot, honestly. But we'll have to see. I think the Sand mode is actually really good in the Adi, which is nice because I feel like it was really overlooked, like, throughout the entirety of the season. Yeah, like, Sand Slash is so bulky, dude. Its defense is, like, actually really high. Alright, let's see what's up. Okay, high horsepower. I could have protected there, but it was probably better to attack, honestly. Oh, I thought I was going to live that for a second, because I was actually kind of close. But, yeah, I feel like we should be able to remove Thunders here. If we don't, it's a little more problematic, to be honest. We'll have to see. Like, Rockfall's pretty strong. Okay, yeah, I think that's okay, because now if we get in Incineroar, it should probably be an okay situation. Right. I'm trying to think what would be more optimal. Yeah, I think bringing in Incineroar here is the play. Because you get Fake Out Pressure, and then you get the, Fake Out Pressure. So that's, like, nice. And then you could Steel Spike. Yeah, I think Steel Spike's the play here. Or Quake, actually. Because Quake would actually ensure that you're able to, remove... Yeah, I'm trying to think what would be best here. I think that Fake Out to pin this slot and then go for a Steel Spike or a Quake here is always good. I'm going to Quake into the Mamo because there is the potential of the Urshifu swap. So I just want to cover for that. And this also ruins the last turn of Dynamax from the Thunders. So. This just, like, yeah, honestly, just going for a Quake here just covers for the Urshifu swap. I think it's Bulu Ursh in the back, if I had to be honest, which means that, Moongus can actually do something here. I just need to get rid of the things that can remove it. Okay. That's great. Okay, so we get rid of Thunders. That's really good removal. And then if we Quake here, that means we get a double KO, which means assuming that Ursh and Bulu are in the back, we might actually be in a pretty decent position to win the game. Icicle Crash comes out, expected. We take that really well. Sand Slash is so bulky. It's like actually ridiculous. Okay. I mean, the Quake doesn't really make too much of a difference, honestly, unless there's like some crazy move. I really want to land an Iron Tail maybe into the Bulu. Or is it better to Rock Slide? No, I think you want to get the Iron Tail into the Bulu to get rid of it faster. The Amoonguss being in the back is really helpful for us. It sets us up for a decent endgame, but we just need to be really careful because of the Ursh. But like, we're pretty defensive, so I feel like we're in a position where we can mostly take anything. It is Ursh, okay, so that's one. We do want that one in the back for sure. It's actually Togekiss in the back, so it's like, yeah, this is tough, I guess, because we could be in a position where it's a little tough to take out the Urshifu. Honestly, I feel more comfy doubling into the Kiss, but I could also just go for a swap to reset Fake Out. I think I go for a swap to reset Fake Out. I go for a Rock Slide because it's going to get solid damage on the Togekiss. And then I get in a Amoonguss and I can Fake Out, right? Because it covers if the Togekiss protects. I think that makes sense. I'm trying to think overall what's best. Because getting a flinch here too is like actually pretty impactful, right? Like it actually would make a difference in this case. Lele in the back probably would have actually won us the game. Would it have? Maybe not. I'm gonna go for a Rock Slide here. I think you go for the Rock Slide, one, because it's less likely to miss, and two, because you also have the added effect of taking whatever. Yeah, exactly. He protects. Okay, that's good, because now we actually are in a position where we can either get the Iron Tail off, or if they remove the Sand Slash, then we can. That doesn't matter. I mean, it sucks, but like it's not a big deal. That's fine. Okay, so we reset the Fake Out, which means we get to put the Togekiss to sleep or Sludge Bomb it. I think we put it to sleep, although it could go for an Airstream, right? Or I mean, an Air Slash. I think I Spore it actually. I think I Spore it. Do I? Yeah, see, because here's the thing, right? It's the Ursh endgame that's like a little bit scary, because in one regard, I can. Because I always Fake Out Kiss here, right? I always Fake Out Kiss and like try and remove it. But the main scary thing is that the Urshifu ends up killing me instant. I think I do have to Fake Out Spore though. Like I don't actually think I have much of a choice here. Like I can probably sit in front of Ursh anyways, to be honest. It depends on what the Ursh item is as well. Fake Out Spore. Oh, we actually live that pretty comfortably. So that's actually really good for us. Or not comfortably, but like, you know, we live it, which is nice. And we won't die to Sandstorm, which is also pretty good, so. I'm kind of curious what the Urshifu item is, to be honest. Because the nice thing about this is it means Urshifu is a waste of turn targeting into the instant slot. Alright. We're gonna Sludge Bomb here because we need to get rid of this thing, and then we need to Flare Blitz into it. I think we just have to double target the Togekiss and try and remove it. Like, getting rid of Togekiss here is what's gonna win us the game. So. It also depends on what the Urshifu is carrying. If it's carrying something like Ice Punch, we can actually lose. If it's not carrying something like Ice Punch, so we can, you know, we probably win. It really depends. I feel like he didn't tech with the Ice Punch, honestly, because of how impactful the Sand Mode was and how I didn't bring a Amoonguss last time, but we'll have to see. Okay, so that, like, seems to be in range. As long as he doesn't get a lucky, like, turn 1 Wake Up and, like, Wake Up with Togekiss, we should be fine. Because I think we removed the Kiss, and then we are in a good position to beat the Ursh. We'll have to see, because if he's Ice Punch, then that's, you know, but I think he only has Surging. Alright, let's see. It's honestly gonna be really close because it really oh, okay, he woke up, yeah. Oh, he protected though. I guess that's correct. Yeah, I guess that's correct. I feel like that's safe. That's a really unfortunate turn 1 Wake Up, honestly. Or yeah, basically turn 1 Wake Up. That's like really unfortunate for us because we would have 100% beaten it. We don't know if it is Air Slash though. If it is Air Slash, then it's a little more problematic. It could just be really, like, defensive, but yeah, that kind of sucks. You could still whiff Air Slash. We'll see. But yeah, that turn 1 Wake Up's really bad. for us. I'm gonna skip to another song. I think he's... No, he's just naturally faster. Okay. We'll have to see. Because we definitely could have beaten it. Without... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just... Yeah, I mean, like I said, Adi played well. It was just sleep turns. Like, if he doesn't wake up there, I think we just win. Because he has nothing to hit the Amoongus, right? So we would have just been able to clean up with Sludge Bomb and Spore. That's fine. We just need to... Because, like, what he did game 1 was pretty fine into us. I think what we need to do is just literally the same thing. I think what we brought was okay. I just think it was, like, how the turns ended up playing out. Right? Like, I don't think it's a problematic thing besides that. I'm wondering if, like, Rock Slide Steel Spike turn 1 with Gigalith and, them is the play. He could lead Ursh, though. I could go with something more aggressive to start, but I don't actually think that's, like, the most beneficial. I almost feel like maybe I lead these, but then if he leads Ursh, it's, like, very problematic in the lead. Let me think. Okay, so he's leading that. I honestly think I should just lead the same thing. Like, I literally think it just came down to, like, how the turns ended up playing out. Less so than anything else. I could lead Lele and go with something different this time, but I don't think it's, like, that great into for things. I could actually lead Lele and Sandslash. And then go more on the offensive. Oh, okay, hold on. We gotta search again. I guess he disconnected. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, but all right. Yeah, that's really unfortunate that our first what's it called? That first game, the Togekiss woke up, but, like, you know, that's how it is. This code is legendary, by the way. We've been using this code forever. But yeah. I think the good thing, too, about, like, this is, like, it really shows you the power of, like, preparation and, like, adjustments, you know? I don't think... I was trying to think, too, if we had Koba Berry in that situation, that would have been good. Another thing, too, that we know that's helpful about the Togekiss moveset is that it's actually... the Togekiss moveset actually means it's not Heat Wave or anything as well. I mean, I guess it doesn't make too much of a difference here, but... Because we don't have Koba, right? If we had Koba, it would have been, like, good, but... Alright, let me put 9, Series 9 rolls. Alright, let's see. I think, honestly, we go with the same thing. Like, it was literally just a playing thing. He didn't bring Bula, though, so maybe I want Lele in the back with the Moongus. Because, like, Incin... Oh, Incin was pretty good there, though. Tough one, man. Because, like, yeah, it's like, it's a weird one. Lele would have been good in the end game there, so it would have a Moongus, so it's, like, tough. I almost think I want to lead. Yeah, I honestly think I just bring the same thing. I'm wondering if I bring Incin, though, or if I bring, Lele. Because Incin was really nice for fake out pressure. It's really just a toss-up between these. Honestly, dude, I'm gonna coin flip it. Where's the... Do I coin flip it, though? Let me think about this. Incin or Lele? My gut's telling me to bring Lele, so I'm gonna bring Lele. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like, it's just, like, the gut feeling that I should be bringing Tapu Lele, so I'm gonna do it. It just feels right, you know. All right. Let's see what's up there. Yeah. Okay. So he did lead the Urshifu this time, which I more or less expected, right? I'm wondering if we go more aggressive turn one, or if we play a little more passive. I feel like we rockfall, honestly. I feel like we rockfall and we go into Gigalith. See, because we could prioritize Ursh, but does that help us in the long term, right? Because the Mamo in the back is what's scary here. Ursh we can kind of clean up with Lele if we do it properly. I'm going to rockfall here, and I'm going to go into Gigalith, because I feel like that's going to result in a better series of turns. Okay, we'll see what's up. Okay, we bring in Lith. We'll have to see. It really depends on the Ursh, what it does. If it's like, it's not banned Ursh because of how little it did to Mungus, right? So it's not a boosting item either. Might just be Sash, but Sash just kind of. I could have Quaked. I don't know if Quake would have been better here. I don't think it would have. Like, it's just basically a value test. But if you get rid of like, basically here's the situation. If we get rid of the Thunderous early, it can't spam max Airstreams and be really annoying for late game stuff, and then that means that Mungus can wall Urshifu, right? But then, likewise, if we let it get too much offense, then they can run through us, so it's just kind of, We'll see. If there's a max card here, that could end up being potentially really devastating for us. We'll have to see. A crit would be nice, because we wouldn't have to deal with it at all. Do I expect it? No. Would it be nice? Absolutely. Alright, so we get a bunch of damage on the Thunderous there, which is nice. Okay, Airstream comes out. That's fine. Again, into Gigalith. This is, at this point, this is like pretty expected, you know? Like, it's like we're just following a series of turns. That just makes sense. He has the Life Orb, okay. I actually doubled it. Okay, that actually works out pretty fine, I think, because now we're in a position where we can just go for a Steel Spike and then go for a... Do we go for a Rage Powder? Or I think we Protect and we Steel Spike. Or we could be ballsy and go for a Spore. Like, Fake Out wouldn't have KO'd there, so there was no reason to bring it. I think we bring in a Moon. So I think we force a 50-50 here, because we can be like, hey, I know you want my Moongus, like, take it, and then Protect. Or we can go for something different. I feel like, honestly, Adi's just going to read into the Protect, so I kind of want to just Spore and Steel Spike. Right, like... It's a risky play. I mean, it determines the game, right? But also at the same time, too, like, you got to take some chances sometimes. Trying to think about the course of turn. I'm going to actually Spore. I think I take the risk here. I'm just mostly concerned about, what's it called? Okay, no, he read it. Yeah, game's over. I lost. It's literally just a read there. It's literally read. If I protected there, I think I just win, because, or I don't just win, but like I'm in a pretty good position for late game, because then I just have a defense boosted Amoonguss. Now it's bad because I'm taking a bunch of damage from Surging. Although Surging didn't do too much. I was honestly expecting to do a little bit more, if I'm being honest. I'm wondering if that's actually a 2-hit KO. That is a 2-hit KO for sure. That was like just enough to put it in 2-hit KO range, I think. It's not over. It's definitely not over. It's just, like, not good. We'll see. If Bulu's in the back, it's, like, really bad. I should have protected the Moon, I think. Because Protect the Moon and Steel Spike was, like, pretty safe overall, I think. And then I would have been in a better position for late game. But, like, yeah, that's, like, a game-losing read. Or not even a read. I think Adi just played it safe, which he didn't have to deviate from that, honestly. I probably should have just protected. Because Protect would have just been winning there, I think. Let's see what comes in the back. It's not like over until like a certain, like, it depends on the lines of like what Adi is going to go for. I'd say 90% of the time this is over, but it's still possible that we win. It really depends to what Adi targets with the surging strikes. Like, he could just read my max guard, you know, but it could also just be winnable if I just click Gleam and like win. Like a max Steel Spike into Kiss and like a Psychic would just win if he gets it wrong. Or I could just max guard too though. I think that's Safety Goggles Ursh, by the way. Yeah, it is Safety Goggles Ursh. I need to get it right, basically. If I don't get this right, I lose. Like, what's up to you? I guess to be safe though, you just follow me surging strikes, right? I could do this. Yeah, I'm making this play. I feel like it's better. Oh, I should have Steel Spike, dude. That would have actually no. He's just double protecting, right? If he's just double protecting, it didn't make a difference. Yeah, okay, it didn't make a difference. Like that, yeah, it's just safe. You just double protect there. I mean, I was like, you have to make the play assuming that they're gonna mess up, right? Is there any way to avoid this? I think we just lose. Like, the only way I think we don't lose that is if we don't lose Amoonguss. Like, it was, and that's what it was. It was just a read. Like, I guess I should have known that it was going to be prioritized anyways. So, I should have just protected in hindsight, you know, because it would have still been a game. But yeah. I think we Iron Tail. And this had nothing to do with, it's bringing Lele was actually correct here. That part was good. But, yeah, I think we're going to lose this. Yeah, now we're going to Gleam. Yeah, I mean, like, at this point, right? We'd hope for a crit, I guess. The only potential way to win this is literally crit or Adi messing up and targeting into Lele. Yeah, no, there's no way we lose now. Or there's no way he loses, rather. Like, I think our bring was okay. I literally just think it was, what's it called? Down to that Amoonguss read. Like, and obviously that game one, like, we did get a bit unlucky with sleep turns, but, like, Adi still played that phenomenally anyways. Oh, it actually lived. Yeah, Gleam comes out. That doesn't look like it's very invested, actually. But yeah, no, Adi played it really well. Make sure to check out his channel as well. I'll have that linked in the description. Obviously, kind of sad that we lost. I would have liked to take it farther, but like, you know, that's how it goes. It wasn't like a badly played game or anything. I think it was just literally came down to sleep turn one and like game one, and like even then, Adi still played well to put himself in that position. And then game two was just like wrong. Like we just got the lead. We just got the lead, or not the lead, but the play wrong, right? So. Yeah, but guys, once again, thank you for watching XCL the whole season. This is gonna be the end of our season, actually, but you guys should definitely continue to watch those who are still in it. I believe right now we have Jamie, Boyd, Adi. I don't know if it's who won between Fevzi and Colin, and then we have Viz in top 4. So make sure to check out all of their channels as well. I'll be keeping you guys up to date with that stuff too, especially on like stream and stuff. So. Yeah, thank you guys again for all the support, as always. This has been a really fun XTL season, and I'm excited to do something like this again for, like, another format. But, yeah, thank you guys again for all the support, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.